Hello, Zuko here. I don't know if you can tell, there's a very bright light shining at me. Oh, that's too many shadows. No, we're not doing that. Okay. Here's me now, in my normal lighting. There's not that many shadows. There's still shadows. This is life. Okay. Hello, Zuko here, and it is time for my, technically, end of the decade book haul. It's a bit late, but these are all books that I bought before January. I made my last book haul and was like, oh, it's the end of the year book haul. I am a liar. Don't trust me. So, I hope that this audio isn't bad. It's kind of echoey in this little room I'm in, but I needed to be near all these books. I'm going to try and get through these in, like, the series that they're all in, but because I have to stack them all like this so that you have a mystery and people click on the videos probably, I don't know what books are all here. So we're just going to try and go through them all. To start off, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to tell you the books that I ordered last year that still haven't arrived first, because I don't honestly want to keep them in a pile and wait for another book haul, so you're going to get these first. So the first books I bought that haven't gotten here yet are the first Mistborn trilogy, and there's the Final Empire, Well of Ascension, and Hero of Ages. If you've been on BookTube for any amount of time, this is everyone's favorite fantasy series. It's about people who ingest metals to do magic. It's by Brandon Sanderson. I think I already said that. I've been trying to get into fantasy, so I decided to pick these up so that maybe I can see if I like fantasy with, like, good fantasy. I also ordered Testament of Loki by Joanne M. Harris, which I will put right here. And that's not here yet either. They're all from Book Depository, so they're taking their time. I also have Darkest Deepest Red by Anna Marie McLemore, which is on its way as of tomorrow, but I'm not waiting. Y'all, I just remembered I have 2 more books that aren't on here. I have to go get them. You ever say 2 more books, but what you mean is 5 more books? Because apparently I do. I guess we'll start off now with these. First, I have Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This is a queer romance novel about a prince and a, like, senator's kid or something? Or the president? I don't know. I'm excited about this, okay? I love queer romance. I love queer books. There's no tropes that have been overdone in queer books yet, so they're all fun and exciting to me. Then I have Come Tumbling Down by Shauna McGuire. This is the 5th book in the Not Every Heart a Doorway series, the Wayward Children series. This is following the characters from the 1st and 2nd book, Jack and Jill, as they return to the moors, I believe, and I haven't read it yet, so I don't know anything else. I'm so excited! I love them! And I have The Lottery Plus One, and forgive me, but I have to read this off of here, by Emma Donoghue, illustrated by Carolyn Hadilaksono, I think. This is about 4 parents all co-parenting their children. They won the lottery, so they bought a giant house that they call, I believe, Camel Lottery. And then someone's grandfather moves in, and they all kind of have to make room for him, but he's kind of a bigot. I don't know. I'm interested in this, but I've heard from my friend that it's really good, and then from reading the reviews, I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. But I got it, I'm gonna try it, we'll see. Then I got Wonder by R.A. Palacio. This, I believe, just turned into a movie with that kid from The Room, or Room, in it, I think. It's about a child growing up with a facial deformity. That's really all I know. So yeah. Then I have Challenger Deep by Neil Shusterman, or Schusterman. Someone tell me in the comments, please. This seems to follow a double narrative of a kid who is mentally ill, I think, and so part of it's told in, like, the real world, and the rest of it's told in him as a captain on a ship or a submarine or something. I'm interested to read it. It sounds good, and I like Neil Schuster-Osterman. Okay, we're gonna try to... Don't all fall on me. I will be sad. I did that! I did that without dying! Can you all stay in the picture still? Disclaimer that that pile was not actually as tall as I made it look, but I wanted to get it all in the thumbnail because I piled my old Harry Potter books that I don't want on my bookshelves anymore after J.K. Rowling decided to be like that. So I'm moving those off my shelf, so I was piling them on there so that you can see the stacks, but I'm going to start piling these guys at the bottom. And then as we get through them, you can see the stack as it's, like, in full color. Maybe this is a silly idea. I don't know. I guess we'll do this one next. I'll move that. Yes, okay. So then to start on this pile, as we're already here, I have The Night Country by Melissa Albert. This is the sequel to The Hazelwood, which I haven't read. I believe they're a portal fantasy, but I'm not really sure what they're about. But I love portal fantasies, so I think I will like this series. I'm going to try to read them this year. Then I have The Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera. This seems to be a queer fantasy book with 2 brothers, and I'm not really sure what else. So I'm here for queer fantasy, which I don't think I've read a lot of, or any of, because I don't read fantasy, I guess. I don't think I've seen a lot of. But yeah, excited. You're gonna hear me say I'm excited a lot. It's because I'm excited. I have The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. This is one of my friends' favorite series, or one of their favorite series. It's a zombie book. I don't know much more than that. What's new? Disclaimer, I don't know what most things are about, because I kind of like to go in semi-blind, because if I know the whole plot enough that I can, like, synopsize it to you, or summarize it to you, I'm not sure I'm that interested in reading it. They used to go together. So, I have Undercover Princess by Connie Glenn, and Princess in Practice by Connie Glenn, which I thought this was a hardback, and it's not. These are from Book Outlet. I follow her on YouTube and Instagram, and she says that there's like queer rep in these, and like she just seems really excited about these books. And I wanted to support her, so I wanted to try to read them and see if I liked them so that I can continue the series, and if not, someone else can continue the series. That sounds so mean. I don't mean that in a bad way. This one's like the worst impulse purchase. This is a Hemlock by Kathleen. Oh, that's got a sticker on it. Kathleen Peacock. This seems to be about a girl whose best friend died, and there's like a werewolf virus going on. Don't know. Kind of sounded fun, but it's a series, so I'm not sure if I'll read it, or if I'll end up unhauling it, or if I'll read it and just not continue the series, because it doesn't seem like that great to me, and it's probably got weird romance, but it was an impulse purchase because it was $3. Speaking of kind of impulse purchases, this book has a beautiful cover, and, okay, also a map inside, but if you take the cover off, it's still like just as pretty, and I really like it. I bought the second book in a duology. This is Spindle by E.K. Johnston. This is a retelling of, I believe, is it Sleeping Beauty? I think it's Sleeping Beauty. The first one, I believe, was a retelling of 1001 Nights. I'm not sure. I haven't read any retellings, though, so I'm excited about this one. Then I have Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw. This seems to be like a kind of dark, what's in the woods kind of witchy book, which sounds right up my alley. I believe this is a standalone, and I don't really know what else is going on in the plot, but this sounds super fun, and if you like witchy What's in the Woods books, maybe consider reading up on this one and see if you like it. Then I have When We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I don't know what this is about, but I've heard people rave about it. My friend read it, and I believe she liked it, or else she didn't read it. I don't remember. She obtained it. I don't know if she read it. I don't know if she liked it. I think if she read it, she would have liked it, because I think she bought it. I don't know, but this cover's like, I don't know if you can see, the letters are kind of like got holographic like shimmers in them. I honestly don't know what this is about. Oh, okay. We're gonna try to find, nope. Wait, is it just, oh, it's the top one. I'm not good at this. Okay. Then I have A Witch. I don't know if that's how I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm pronouncing this wrong, please tell me in the comments. By Nnedi Okorafor, I believe, and Cat a Warrior. I'm not really sure what these are about, but I believe they have like African fantasy setting, and that sounded really interesting to me because I haven't read anything like that. So I picked these two up. But honestly, I really like this cover more than the newer covers. This is a really awkward position for my hand to be in. But isn't this cover so pretty? Then I have Darius the Great Is Not Okay by Adib Khorram, I believe. I think that this is a biracial queer story, or a multiracial queer story. I'm not completely sure. I know it's queer. I believe Cece over at Problems of a Book Nerd enjoyed this book, and that's why I picked it up, because I trust them with queer book recommendations. Then I have When the Moon Was Ours by Anna Marie McLemore. I'm saying that too fast. Then I have The Moon Was Ours by Anna Marie McLemore. This is a magical realism book, and I'm not really sure what else besides that. My friend read it. She really liked it, so I picked it up. I also have most of Anna Marie McLemore's books at this point. I've read none of them. I'm going to do that this year. Maybe not read all of them, but I'm going to read at least one, I think. Then I have The Neverending Story by Michael Ende, translated by Ralph Manhine. I've heard that the book is wildly different from the movie, so I wanted to pick up the book and try it. I never really watched the movie as a kid, because, did anyone, enjoy watching that movie? It was, first of all, in that, weird Uncanny Valley period of film, which I think it was great. That sequel to Wizard of Oz with the Wheelers, and, that was a bizarre movie. I like the weird effects, but there's a drowning horse in this. We all know that. There was a drowning horse in the movie. Did anyone like the movie because of that? Probably not. But this seems wild, so Then I have White Cat by Holly Black. That was confusing to say because I wanted to say Black Cat. This is a, like... This seems to be a book about curses and people who have the ability to, like, manipulate people's emotions and stuff. And, I don't know, I want to say it feels like a mafia book, but I could absolutely be making that up. This is the first in a trilogy, though, I believe. So if I like this, I'll be picking the other ones up, but I don't have them at the moment. Look, you can see them now. Aw, that's so fun. Okay, then I have Dear Evan Hansen, the novel by Val Emmerich with Stephen Levinson, Benj Pasek, and Justin Paul, creators of the hit show. So this is a novelization of the musical Dear Evan Hansen, which I haven't watched or even listened to the music from except for Waving Through a Window. But I thought I'd pick this up because I found it at my local used bookstore and I want to watch or experience or know the play musical, maybe. Then I have A Map for Wrecked Girls by Jessica Taylor. I don't know what this is about. Let's find out. In this twisting tale of loyalty, betrayal, and love, two sisters must survive the wilds if they can first survive each other. Okay, so it seems to be like about these two sisters who wash up on shore, stranded on an island. I'm not sure why. And they have to kind of cope with that while coping with each other, maybe turning bad. I'm not sure. It does say emotionally eviscerating, prepare to feel right there. So maybe I'll feel something and I'll let you know when I read this. Then I have Your Welcome Universe by Whitney Gardner. This is about a deaf girl who is expelled from her deaf school by covering up a slur someone wrote about her best friend with graffiti, and then she has to go to mainstream school, and I'm not sure what else happens after that, but it seems, first of all, this is a pretty cover. And I also haven't read a book with, like, deaf protagonists, or maybe even deaf characters, so I'm excited about this one. Then I lucked out at my local Value Village because I found I Hate Everyone But You and Please Send Help by Gabby Dunn and Allison Raskin. I'm not completely sure what these two are about. I believe it's like college-age girl and like about friendship, maybe? I don't know. But I like these two as people. I follow their podcast. I used to watch their videos. I just really like them, so I'm glad that I got to have a chance to buy these books so I can read them. Then I have The Gentleman's Guide to Getting Lucky by Mackenzie Lee. I originally got this as an ebook because if you pre-ordered the Ladies' Guide to Petticoats and Piracy and emailed them the proof that you pre-ordered it, you got this free. But then I wanted to buy a hardcover copy because it's very cute, and I really like these covers, and I really like this story. Not that I've continued past the first book, because that's who I am as a person, but this is like a little novella, short story about Monty and Percy, so I was here for it. Then I have Call Down the Hawk by Maggie Stiefvater, the first book in a new series that follows a character from the Raven Boys. I haven't read... No. Is it The Raven Cycle? I don't know. I haven't read that. I have it. I'm going to read it this year, maybe. But I don't know what this is about because I never read the first series, so I don't really even know what that's about. Then I have All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. I also don't know what this one's about. I have a collection of her books because I feel like I'm going to like her as an author. I really... Oof, I'm hiccuping. I really hope that I do. But this is a really pretty book, and I found it in my local used bookstore, so I was really excited because it's also at my library as an audiobook, so I can read it like that, or I can read it like this. Then I have The Scorpio Races, which I think is becoming a movie now, also by Maggie Stiefvater. Do I know what this one's about? No! Did I buy it? Yes! Do I really, I really think I'm gonna like her as an author, but maybe it's just because everyone else does, so I'm really hoping. I don't know. Then, I bought Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater, because I've decided that I want to read some books from, the Twilight era that aren't Twilight, so I might read this series. This is about werewolves. That's all I really know. Okay, let's put these guys on here, too. Okay, we're gonna move these guys now. Oh god. Don't die, don't die, don't die. These are all gonna fall on me. Just watch. Oh, don't fall. I did it. That was amazing! I am a miracle worker. No big deal. Okay. Firstly, I'm gonna start with the big books, actually. Let's start with the adult fiction books. I guess we'll start with this one. I have Only Human by Sylvian Nouvelle. This is the third book in the Sleeping Giants trilogy. This might be the last one, I think. I have the first two when I saw this one on Book Outlet because adult books are expensive. I bought this one so that I have the whole series. I hope I like them because I have them all. I'm gonna move all these. Wish me luck. Ooh, that's a big boy. I got The Great Glowing Coils of the Universe. Welcome to Night Vale. Episodes Volume 2 by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Craner. I wanted to listen to Welcome to Night Vale when it was new-ish, and I never did because at the time I couldn't listen to podcasts having just like the words with no visual stimulation. It was boring, it would put me to sleep, so I wanted to get these so that I can kind of just read through them. And yeah, this is the second volume because they had it on Book Outlet. Eventually I will amass the other ones, but not right now because this is not really high on my priorities of lists of things to read. Then I have Landline by Rainbow Rowell, I believe, because I heard Ariel Bissett, I think, trying to sell me this book, or Raylene. I don't remember. This is about a woman who is in a marriage that's not going so well, and her family all goes away for Thanksgiving, but she stays home, and she goes to call her husband, but she ends up calling her husband from the past. So she's still present day, but her husband's like 15 years in the past or something, and I believe they're going to rekindle their romance like that. I don't know, this sounded like just a really interesting premise for a book. Then I have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I truly don't know what this book is about. For some reason I thought it was vampires at first, but now I think it's secret society kind of things. I know it takes place in like an Ivy League school. But yeah, apparently I have the Indigo exclusive bonus content version, so I don't know what that means. Then I have The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. This is her newest book. I'm not sure what this one's about, really. But I think it's a book that has a lot of books in it. I don't know. Okay, then I super lucked out and found this hardback copy of The Night Circus at my local used bookstore. Now, I don't know if anybody knows this, because I don't think I talk about it, but I've been waiting to get a hardback version of this book for years, because it's kind of been sold out everywhere, except Book Depository, where I think I can pay $30 for it. I think I paid like 10. So I'm excited. I'm gonna try to read this year maybe, because I've never read this book. I don't even really know what it's about. I think there's a romance in it. That's all I know. Everyone loves this book, so I have it now. Then I got Middle Game by Shauna McGuire. I don't know what this is about. Let's see. This seems to be a magical realism book starring some twins. That's all I really know. But I like Shauna McGuire's writing from the Wayward Children series, so I got this one. Then I have Beautiful Broken Girls by Kim Savage. The back just says, everyone wanted to touch us, including you, so remember the 7 places you touched me. That's where you'll find the truth. I'm not sure if that's metaphorical touching, like you touched my life in all of these ways, or if it's a physical thing, so I don't know if this has trigger warning sexual violence in it. But yeah, I'm not really sure what this is about other than that. I think it was books with Lala. Is that? I don't remember Kayla's YouTube thing. I say Kayla like I know her. I don't. I'm Canadian, but she's like in BC and also popular on BookTube. And my last video has 5 views. So, yeah. And I have Human Acts by Han Kang. I know this is by the guy who wrote The Vegetarian, which I've heard about. I'm not even really sure what this one's about, but it's short and it's got a really pretty cover. So there's that. Then I have 9 by Zach Hines. I think this is about people. I'm just gonna guess by what I think I remember. Who each have 9 lives, so a lot of kids are like really reckless with theirs. And it's gonna take 9 lives for them to figure out some secret. I don't know. I might be making that up. Then I have 5 Feet Apart, which was written to be a movie. I think it and the movie were made at the same time. And the movie has like Cole Sprouse in it, and it's about people in love with cystic fibrosis. I don't know if they both have cystic fibrosis, but if they do, like, if you have cystic fibrosis, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to have close contact with someone else with cystic fibrosis because you have different, like, lung bacteria. I follow Mary over at The Fry Life on YouTube. I might link them somewhere if you don't already follow them. She has cystic fibrosis, and I believe she's talked about how she's not allowed to, like, hug other people with cystic fibrosis because they can get each other more ill. So, yeah, but here's this book. It's very pretty, but it was written just to be a movie. So, like, I haven't actually heard anyone talk about the book. I've never met anyone who's seen the movie either, actually. I'm not sure that was a good marketing plan, because I don't think it worked. But I guess it kind of worked because I bought the book, and I kind of want to see the movie. I don't know. I'm just here for, like, illness rep, maybe? I don't know. Then I have The Smell of Other People's Houses by Bonnie Sue Hitchcock. I believe this takes place in Alaska, and it's starring like 4 perspectives of people who all have different goals, and I'm not really sure what happens after that. But it's like a cute book. It's a nice copy. I don't have the first one of these, because they made a bad choice, I guess, and didn't buy the first one because they didn't have it. But I have Wicked Will Rise from the Dorothy Must Die trilogy, and Yellow Brick War with this really fun Target sticker that I can't get off on it. Love that for me. I know these are like kind of a retelling or like a continuation of the Wizard of Oz series, but now Dorothy is evil. I don't know. They seemed fun. I really like Portal Fantasy, so I really like the Wizard of Oz. I really like Alice in Wonderland. So, yeah. Speaking of Alice in Wonderland, I got this Queen of Hearts trilogy. There's the Queen of Hearts, Blood of Wonderland, and War of the Cards, all by Colleen Oakes. They all have like really pretty backs. I'm just going to show you all the backs of these. I'm not really sure what these are about, but Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite books. It was my favorite movie growing up, like the old Disney version, and like the cartoon, not the more recent Disney version. I'm not that young. But yeah, I don't know. I just really like Alice in Wonderland, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to try these. I'm hoping that they're better than the last Alice in Wonderland inspired book that I tried to read, After Alice by Gregory Maguire. That was truly one of the worst books I ever tried to read because the writing was just offensively bad. It's by the guy who wrote, like, The Wicked. It's by the guy who wrote Wicked, like the musical, but like the books that inspired the musical. But it was awful. It was truly just awful. Then I have Little Peach by Peggy Kern. I believe this book has strong trigger warnings for sexual violence. I'm not completely sure, but I think that's what I remember hearing. Otherwise, I don't know what this is about. Let's find out. Okay, yeah. So this book looks like it has trigger warnings for drug abuse and child prostitution. Even better than sexual assault. So yeah, if those things are gonna really like trigger you, don't pick this book up. But I picked it up because I'm not really bothered by things and it sounds interesting. But I'll let you guys know when I read it, how I feel, and if I think that anyone else should be picking this up. Then I have, I believe, the first two books in the School of Good and Evil series. I'm not really sure what these are about, aside from, like, two girls who go to the School of Good and Evil, and I think maybe they're, like, sorted into the sides that they don't believe that they should have been put into. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I don't even know which. I think it goes this way. There. Yeah. Oh, did I say who these are by? I'm so sorry. This is by Soman Chainani. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Someone tell me down below if they want to. Then I have George by Alex Gino. Or Gino? I think it's Gino. This is about a transgender girl who is seen by a boy by everybody because she's not really ready to come out, but she decides she wants to play Charlotte in the school production of Charlotte's Web, and everyone tells her she can't because she is a boy. So it's about her kind of maneuvering around that and figuring out who she is. And it's super cute. I've already read it. I loved it. I want to give it to all of my friends who have like little kiddos so that they can read cute books with trans rep for their kids, because who knows, your kid might be trans. You don't know that. And if they're not, they're going to know someone eventually. So it's nice to have that when you're little to see the representation. This is Little Fur, The Legend Begins by Isabel Carmody. This is just like a cute little like young book with illustrations in it about like elves, or a girl who's like half elf and half like goblin or something. I don't know. It seemed cute and like something that I could pass on to my friends with kids when I'm done reading it, because I probably won't keep it even though it's cute. It'll be a fast read for when I'm like in the mood to read something fast and little. And lastly, I have Bad with Money by Gabby Dunn, the imperfect art of getting your financial shit together, because I am bad with money. This is financial advice by Gabby, from Gabby Dunn and Allison Raskin, this book. You know, I think we've all heard of Gabby Dunn at this point. Okay, so yeah, these are all of the books that I bought at the end of the decade. The teens, I guess, are gone. It's just us in the 20s now. But yeah, these are the books that I've obtained. That was a long haul. If you want to know, I also replaced my first copy, like the copy of The Hunger Games, with just the first book, because I had it in paperback and I wanted a hardback. I also replaced the entire Maze Runner series in hardback because I had them in paperback. And I replaced the Inkworld trilogy in hardback because I had them in paperback. I believe those are the only replacements I know. Nope. I also bought hardback of Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Yes. Okay. I think that's all of them. Yeah. So yeah, that was my haul. I hope you liked it. Please don't expect another haul from me for a while. I'm trying. I think I'm on like a book buying ban for a while because yeah, I think I should be. I read not this fast, so. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you found a book you want to pick up. Maybe you didn't, because I'm very not good at explaining what books are about, but maybe you like that. I don't know if anyone does. I'm not sure, like, I like hearing people describe the whole plot of things, but maybe I do. I don't know. Life's weird. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you whenever I do my next one, and, yeah. You guys, I just realized I can finally, like, try to put these away. I have no room on my shelves. I'm hoping to get another shelf. I don't know when that'll happen, if it will, but I have been, like, some of these I want to just put with the other books in their series. I haven't been able to, and now I get to, because I've done the haul. That's it. I'm done. They all get to go away. It's so exciting.